second game of the playoffs against St. Lawrence Steel. Davidson wins the draw back to Glasper. Glasper to Murph. Murph sends it through the middle where it's picked off, but recovered by Davidson. Ostapik now has it. He crosses the blue line. He throws one towards the net, but it hits a stick, and Rhino now has it behind the net. He spins looking for a pass in front. Nearly fine. Oh, Davidson on the side of the net, and he scores. Blazers waste no time getting on the board. 22 seconds into the game, Max Davidson scores to make it 1-0. Davidson back-to-back games where he opened the scoring for the Blazers as they look to bounce back after their 5-4 defeat to the Sting last night. So Blazers jump out to an early 1-0 lead. The Steel knocked the puck ahead. Blazers send it up to Ostapik. Puck sent back up through the middle of the ice, and Murph has it. He sends it up down the boards into the Steel end. Centering pass is broken up. Ostapik has it. He goes wide on his back end, throws it towards the net. Rebound sits there. Davidson looking for a second of the shift. He spins off a check, throws it. Rhino misses on the one-timer, and the Steel will skate this one out of trouble as they come through the neutral zone. Davidson back-checking furiously. Glasper now has it. Nearly loses the handle, and Murph has it. Murph, under some pressure, has his pocket picked. Rhino down low in support with Davidson hovering nearby for a loose puck. Rhino will come away with it as he skates this one up the boards. He comes out to center. He'll throw this in and go for a change as fresh lines come out. Steel setting up shop behind their net. Pass up the boards is good to the winger. Stretch pass nearly picked off by Ling, and now we have a 2-on-1 shaping up. Good back check. Oh boy. And puck sits there. Great play by Dylan. And here comes O'Donnell. O'Donnell cuts through center. He's got a Steel back checker hot on in pursuit. O'Donnell loses the handle on it, but battles to get it back. Steel fumble this one, and it's sent back in by Moore. And it's picked off by a Steel defender who will rush this up ice. He skates through the neutral zone into the Blazers' end. Nice stick work there by Zach Moore to poke it away. And Lackey down low in support. Steel have it now. Ling breaks up that pass, and Tabachuk, nice hand-eye coordination to swat that out of the way. And it's past everyone through both D and all the way back, but it was at the tail end of a shift, and the Blazers forwards went for a change. Steel now will send this one in deep. Falkenberg retreats behind his net to get it. He looks up ice and will bank it up the boards to Perron, but it's just behind him, and he does eventually get it, tries to clear the zone, but it's kept in and thrown on net. Dylan makes an easy save. Puck sent around the boards to Bennett. Bennett chips it up to Kelso, who loses it at the last second, and it's knocked off his stick. Falkenberg and Kelso both get there. Falkenberg gets there and sends it up the boards. Falkenberg moves this over to Bennett. Bennett crosses center ice. Bennett crosses the blue line. Toe drag. Knocked off his stick, and Kelso will try and retrieve this puck as the Steel send this one in behind their own net. And the Steel defender loses the handle on it, and centering pass by Perron nearly got to Bennett, and here come the Steel with speed. Steel gained the zone. Great back check by Dax Bennett to break that up. Sharp angle shot through the crease and out the other side. Played to the point. Shot through traffic. Bounces off a good blocker save by Dylan to send it over to Murph. Murph moves it up to Bennett. Bennett. Oh boy. Bennett taken down and gives a man a whack for his work. And now Ostapik has it. He'll send this in from center and give chase. Goaltender will hang on for a whistle. 11:28 to go in the first. Things have settled down a little bit since that quick goal off the opening faceoff. 1-0 Blazers. Davidson in to take the draw. Davidson or the Steel, one of them got it, but it hit the ref skate. Davidson eventually gets it back to Glasper. Glasper sends it down low to Ostapik. Ostapik can't corral it, and it goes around to Rhino. Davidson gets there, goes back to Murph. Murph sends this one in low past Rhino, but Ostapik's waiting for it. Ostapik tries to center to Rhino. And the Steel shoot this off the glass, but not out. Murph through traffic, blockered away into the corner. Ostapik tries to get there first, but the Steel recover it, and they'll send this one out. Steel will clear the zone, but it's to Ty Glasper who's waiting for it. Glasper takes a look, goes D to Murph. Murph sends it up to Rhino. Rhino crosses the blue line with some speed. He sidesteps one man, nearly gets it back. He does. Can't quite corral the third move. Nice pass to Lackey in the slot, and the puck is right down the middle through everyone. Great try by Connor, diving to keep it in. Glasper now has it. He shakes off a check and reverses. Sends it up the boards just out of reach to Murph. Shot through traffic. Glasper gets there. He moves this up to Ostapik. Ostapik, nice pass up to Lackey. Lackey's under pressure right away and loses the control of it. O'Donnell battles to get it back, and we have a penalty coming up. Not sure what happened there. I don't know if it was a trip or something, but ref's calling tripping. So game's first man advantage goes to the Steel as they look to draw even with the Blazers. 10:07 to go in the first. 1-0 Kanata on a goal by Max Davidson. Penalty kill unit consists of Lackey, Tabachuk, Ling, and Moore. Steel win it. Shot through traffic. Saved and held by Dylan for a whistle. Lackey in to take the draw again. This time he mostly wins it, but the ref gets in the way. Shot through traffic. Settles in front of the net. Ling clears it. Shot through traffic again. Moore can't get much on the backhand trying to clear it. It goes back to the point. Steel go D to D. Through the slot is picked off by Tabachuk. Nice read there. And the Steel so far kept to the outside. Puck sent back to the blue line. They'll go D to D. And shot from the side of the net. And Dylan, nice glove save. Kept in at the blue line though. Steel go D to D. D to D once more, but Tabachuk waiting for that one. Oh, sorry, Lackey flips this one up and Tabachuk will give chase. Shorthanded chance here. Nice move by Tabachuk, but runs into a wall of Steel players, and the Steel will skate this one up. Nice give and go by the Steel, and here they come across the zone. Backhand shot, misses the net, settles in behind the net, centering pass. Kelso kicks that away. Steel recover, move it back to the point, but it's out of reach of the defender and all the way out. 48 seconds left in this power play. So far, the Blazers' penalty kill is not given up much. Perrin and Kelso, the forwards on this unit, and the Steel gain the zone. Shot through traffic, high and caught and held by Dylan. So far, Dylan's looked pretty sturdy. .30 seconds to go in the tripping penalty to Oliver O'Donnell. Dax Bennett in to take the draw. He will win this back. Murph tries to chip it up the boards, but hits a Steel player. Puck goes to the blue line, but kept in. Quick snapshot is high and wide, and Falkenberg will pressure to try and get this back. He pushes his man to the boards and tries to recover the loose puck. Steel still have it. Falkenberg gets it and shoots it up the boards, but kept in. Steel send it back to the point. D to D, nice pass into the slot, and oh boy. Fantastic tip in front by the Steel forward. Not much Dylan can do on that one. It was a pretty impressive deflection there. So, Steel with the power play goal will even things up at 1. 8:09 to go in the first, and we're back to a tie game. Max Davidson in to take the draw. He wins it over to Rhino. Rhino chips it back to Murph. Murph has it, sends it up the boards to Rhino, but it hits a skate, and Steel send this one back into the Blazers' end. Glasper now has it. He goes off the end wall to Murph. Murph makes a nice move and then chips it up to Rhino. Rhino's casted to Davidson is out of reach, and the Blazers will try this again. Glasper sends it up to Davidson, but off the mark. And now the Steel have it in the neutral zone. Steel turn, enter the zone. Steel player holds up looking for reinforcements. Rhino breaks up a play, but can't get out of the zone with it. Steele keep this one in and send this back into the corner where Murph picks that off. And nice stretch past Ostapik is broken up by the Steele, and they'll regroup in the neutral zone. Nearly a turnover there. And Glasper has it in his own end. Glasper sends this up to Ostapik. Ostapik chips it up to Lackey. Lackey drives the net. Lackey looking for the pass. Oh, nearly backdoor to Rhino. And the Steele with some speed. Here comes the Steele, and oh boy, we got away with a hook there, I think. Puck sent back to the point past everyone, and O'Donnell jumps onto the ice, and he's got a partial breakaway. O'Donnell cuts the net, he goes wide, and O'Donnell takes a shot after the whistle. Nice move, nearly tucked it through the 5-hole. I kind of thought he had it for a second. Good wheels by O'Donnell to catch up to that loose puck, and great scoring chance from there. Nice move in close and nearly put the Blazers up 2-1. O'Donnell took a shot after the whistle, and he's pretty mad about that. But it was a good drive by him. All right, Kelso in to take the draw. Puck bounces on him. Steele get it, but Kelso wins it back. Good stick lift by Kelso, and now Perron battles for it. Kelso gets it. Kelso tries to walk out of the corner, runs into some traffic. Ling pinching down low. Gets the puck and sends it around. Oh, puck hit the Zamboni door, and almost a fortuitous bounce for the Blazers there. And bouncing puck hits a ref or something. Steele can't clear the zone. Ling pinches. Gets in his man's way so that no damage comes of it. And Kelso will skate this through the neutral zone. He gains the blue line. Kelso cuts to the middle. Knocked off his stick. Bennett through traffic. Shot is blocked. Perron tries to get to it. Ling sends this one back in down low. Little too much on it, and it goes all the way around. Kelso will try and get there before the Steele do. Moore keeps this one in. Moore shot through traffic. Hits a Steele defender. And the Steele reverse and hits that same part on the Zamboni door. All right, here comes the Steele. Great back check by Kelso. Moore has it. Moore stretched past to Bennett. Bennett turns. We have a 3-on-2. Bennett through traffic. Shot. Nice shot there. He's going 5-hole. Big rebound. Goes into the corner. Perron now trying to settle things down. Perron throws this one in behind the net, but Rhino hadn't got back on the ice after the line change just yet, so Steele have some time to set things up as they look to break out. Steele defender skates this one up the boards and sends it up, but past his forward, and Davidson now recovers. Davidson sends it up to Falkenberg, who chips it just off the boards nicely to a streaking Owen Ostapik. Ostapik with a stick lift, but Rhino had yet to tag up, so that'll be offside. 4:58 to go in the first. It's 1-1 Blazers versus Steele, who drove up from Canton, New York. Davidson in to take the draw. He wins it back, sends it over to Murph. Murph takes a look. His pass is picked off, and the Steele regroup in their own zone. They go up the boards, chipped up ahead where Davidson was there to break that up. Rhino now has it. Rhino cuts across the blue line. Rhino goes wide. He's looking for a centering pass. Rhino hit into the boards. That'll be a penalty, and the Blazers will have their first power play of the game. This Steele team is playing pretty physical, and so far they've done a good job of staying on the right side of the ref's wrath, but that one was an obvious penalty. And the Blazers head to the power play. So Davidson, Rhino, Ostapik, Declan Murphy, and Caleb Falkenberg are the 5 Blazers on at the moment. Ostapik shakes off a player, centering pass, and sits in the slot. Goaltender had it and let it go. And the Steele will send this up the boards and all the way down. Murph will get there. He goes behind his net. He sends it up the boards to Rhino. Rhino loses an edge, but chips it up to Davidson. Davidson with some speed. He gains the zone. Davidson goes wide, puts his shoulder down, stick it. Oh, Davidson had some room there, short side, and tried to roof it. Hit the side of the net, really close. And the Steele behind their own net with Davidson pressuring. Steele will send this back the other way. That Zamboni door strikes again. And Murph from a bad angle. Oh, Murph had some room there. He almost had that. So 1:13 left in the power play. It's the Blazers looking to retake the lead. 3:46 to go in the first. Still 1-1. Cooper Lackey in to take the draw. Steele come away with it, but Cooper Lackey breaks up the clearing attempt. Steele come away with it anyways. Steele player goes wide. Oh boy. A seemingly innocent play and a bad angle shot fools Dylan as it went high short side. I think everyone, myself included, was expecting some sort of centering pass, and Steele penalty killer was able to get a quick shot short side high, and the Steele jump out to a 2-1 lead. All right, Lackey wins the draw. O'Donnell has it. He turns, chips it up the boards, lifts the stick, can't quite get to it in time as the Steele come away with it. They gain the zone. Nice job by Murph using his stick to break that up, and he's hooked or holds the stick. Depends on whose side you're on. And here comes O'Donnell through the neutral zone. O'Donnell gains the blue line. O'Donnell goes wide. He's looking for a centering pass, nearly finds one, hits a skate. O'Donnell again. He's got some room. Backhander through traffic, and it'll sit in between the goaltender's legs and covers up for a whistle. 28 seconds to go in the power play. 3:01 to go in the first as the Blazers trail 2-1. Lackey wins this one over to Tabachuk. Tabachuk's shot hits something. He kicks it towards the net. Puck goes back to the blue line. Murph gets it. He shoots through traffic. Oh my. Deflected puck lands on the stick of Cooper Lackey, who rips one, but huge glove save by the Steele goaltender, who saved a for sure goal there. All right, Kelso in to take the draw. Steele come away with it. They'll send this one up the boards, kept in by Glasper. Glasper sends it down low, hits the ref's skate though. Perron has it. Perron takes a look. Perron nearly finds Bennett in the slot. Perron is looking again. Nice pass to Kelso. Kelso can't get the shot away, and away come the Steele. We're back to 5-on-5. Steele go wide. They hold up looking for a trailer. They'll send this one back down low. Bennett will break that up. His pass over to Perron is good. Perron chips it up to Kelso, and Kelso 1-on-2 will skate this to the neutral zone. Kelso, a couple nice moves, but loses the handle. Centering pass. Kelso has it again. Moves it back to Moore. Moore shot through traffic, hits a couple skids. And Bennett finds the loose puck and scores 5-hole. And the Blazers have evened things up at 2. Some good puck movement by Bennett, Perron, and Kelso. Shot from the point by Zach Moore. Hits something in front, and in the confusion and chaos, Bennett finds the loose puck and scores 5-hole to tie this game up at 2. 2:04 to go in the first period. Steele off the draw. Knocked away by Zach Moore. Steele will send this one in. Goes all the way around. Too far for Ling. Perron pins his man to the board and sends this one up to Kelso. Kelso will skate this one up to the neutral zone. Kelso's under some pressure. Nearly loses it. Blows a tire. Pass to Perron. Perron in the slot. It's in his feet though. Moore has this. Moore sends this back down to Perron. Perron tries to center but fans on it. Puck broken up. Bennett will try and get there. He does. Sends this down low to Perron. Perron walks out of the traffic. Perron moves this to Kelso. Kelso, short, sharp angle shot, hits the goaltender. And Moore pinches, hits his leg, and he keeps it in. And the Steele setting up shop down low. Some good patience there. And Moore will send this one back in. as the forwards go for a change. Steele getting set up as they start their breakout. Good pressure by Rhino to force a turnover. Steele player looks like maybe he's hurt. Puck goes past everyone to Ling, past Ling. He'll get there first, no ice. Ling takes a look. Sends this up the boards to Ostovic. Ostovic spots a streaking Rhino but can't get it around a player. Not sure what happened there. Maybe a hand pass or something. I didn't see what happened. All right. 29 seconds left in the first period. 2-2. Davidson wins the draw back to Falkenberg. Falkenberg takes a look. Stretch pass to Rhino. Rhino up the right wing. He gains the zone. Rhino toe drags but hits a skate. Davidson now battles for it back. Falkenberg picks off a breakout pass, deflected in the slot, and goaltender hangs on for a whistle. Ostovic got a piece of that, but not enough to change the course of the puck's route. And goaltender hangs on for a whistle. So 10 seconds to go. Davidson in to take the draw on his strong side. He'll try and win this back to Falkenberg, but the puck bounces on him and the Steele come away with it. They'll send this one up the boards. Falkenberg pinches. 2 seconds left, not enough to do anything. And Dylan will cover up as the time runs out on the first period. So after 1 period of play, the Blazers find themselves deadlocked 2-2 with the St. Lawrence Steel. You're watching Blazers hockey. All right, Blazers 2, St. Lawrence Steel 2, second period, here we go. Blazers briefly had possession, and now the Steel have it. They trip over their own player. Breakout pass is nearly picked off, and away come the Steel. Puck sent in. Murph will retreat behind his own net to get this. He fumbles it, but is able to recover and send it up the boards. Ostovic takes a second, moves this up to Davidson. Davidson, nice pass to Rhino, but just a little behind him, and the Steel recover and send this one in. Ostovic, nice hands to break up that dump-in attempt, and now Davidson has it. Davidson goes off the end wall. Falkenberg will get there. He flips this up and out. Rhino will try and get there. Icing will be the call. All right, Lackey in to take the defensive zone draw. He wins this back to Glasper. Glasper sends it behind his net around the boards to O'Donnell. O'Donnell has it take a funny hop on him. Puck gets back to the point. Defender fans on it, but keeps it in at the last second. And the puck goes back into the corner. Now Ty Glasper has it behind his net. He sends this up the side to Tabachuk. Tabachuk skates this through the neutral zone, leaves it for Lackey. Lackey Sends it back to Glasper. Glasper back down low to Lackey. Centering pass, Tabachuk takes the knee to do the one-timer and just misses. Now Murph has it. Murph's got some room. Murph goes wide, centering pass. Loses the handle on it. It's knocked off his stick. And Glasper thinks about pinching and does, but it gets past him and... believe Connor Murphy will go to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Hooking is the call. And St. Lawrence Steel, already with 1 power play goal, will head back to the man advantage. Dax Bennett in to take the draw, wins this back to Ling. Ling tries to clear the zone, but hits something in front. Shot is wide, knocked away by Ling at the last second, and goes to the blue line. Steele keep this one in. They move this down low. Steele sends this back down low again. Blazers doing a good job so far of keeping them to the outside. Ling pressures, sends this one back, but not out. D-to-D pass, Steele through traffic. Ling gets a stick on that at the last second to stop a one-timer. Steele with some good puck movement here, but so far kept to the outside. Nice centering pass. Whew! Thought that was in from here. And the Blazers ring this one around the boards, but not out. Steele send this back to the point. D-to-D. And slap shot. Saved by Dylan. Ling clears the rebound. Moore knocks that off a player's stick. Steele send this one back to the point. Slap shot through traffic. Ling deflects this one down and nearly into his own net. And he'll send this one up the boards. It does squeak out. And 45 seconds left in the power play. Blazers have done a good job keeping this out. Perron, nice play there to break that up and send this one back out to center. Steele can't quite get anything going. They had one pretty good look. Okay, puck gets past everyone. Ling gets it. Ling turns, tries to clear it, hits a skate. Perron has it. Bennett gets there. He'll get this one out of danger. And Steele. Oh boy. Perron, good job there to get back and bail out his teammates. Perron will send this one out to the blue line, but not out. And then Dax Bennett will knock this one out to center. Final seconds of the power play. Bennett, good pressure there. And here come the steal, 4-on-2. Bad shot, Ling gets this. Whoa, Ling's clearing attempt hits a skate and nearly goes in his own net. Stretch pass from Moore all the way to Ostapik. Ostapik gains his own. Ostapik has got a streaking Rhino. Ostapik throws this one through traffic. Kelso can't get a piece of it. And Kelso goes down, gets back up, and recovers the puck. Battle along the boards, sent down low where Ostapik has it. He spins off the check. Ostapik throws this one to Rhino. Rhino spins, throws it through traffic, but the goaltender hangs on to it for a whistle. A couple shoves after the whistle, but not enough to draw a penalty. All right, 10:50 to go in the second. Still 2-2. Davidson in to take the draw. He wins this back cleanly to Falkenberg. Falkenberg goes D-to-D, but at the last second, a Steel player gets a stick on it. Falkenberg will throw this one in, but the Blazers have to tag up, so the Steel will have some time to... Oh, they don't make good use of that time, and Ostapik recovers a fumbled puck. Oh, boy. His saucer pass through the slot just misses connecting with Rhino. Steel sends this one out. Murph sends this one back in. Ostapik has to tag up, and the Blazers will go back on the forecheck. Sting sends this up the boards. Falkenberg keeps it in. Recovered by Rhino. Rhino throws this one back. Davidson will get there to keep this one in. His pass is picked off, though. Centering pass is no good. Somehow Ostapik comes away with it. Centering pass bounces over a Steel player, and Falkenberg gets to it. He sends this one in down low. Too hot to handle for Ostapik, so he has to battle to get it back. Ostapik nearly loses an edge. Rhino does. Ostapik walks out of the corner. Ostapik, woo! Short side shot nearly eluded the goaltender. And we have a battle for it behind the net. Rhino battling with two Steel players. Davidson in there trying to sneak away with the loose puck, and the Steel will come away with it. They'll send this one down, and this will be icing. So some good zone time by the Blazers on that one. Ostapik had a short side attempt that nearly went in. So 9:33 to go in the second, still 2-2. Lackey in to take the draw. He wins this over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell nearly loses it. Lackey comes away with it. Lackey through traffic hits a stick or something, didn't get all of it. Tabachuk now has it. He spins off some pressure. He and O'Donnell are down low, but the Steel will come away with it. They send this one up. Glasper pinches, just barely keeps this one in the zone. Nice spin move by Tabachuk. Sends this one down low to O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to Tabachuk. Tabachuk, oh, big blocker save. Beautiful setup by O'Donnell down low. Puck goes back into the corner. Tabachuk gets there. He sends this one over to O'Donnell, but the Steel will come away with it. Lackey, good pressure there, and Lackey steals it. Centering pass to Tabachuk, just out of reach, and Glasper will walk in. Glasper, oh, short side, just over the net. Someone might have got a piece of that, actually. Blazers trying to center. Tabachuk finds it in the crowd. Tabachuk on his backhand spins. Nice move down low. O'Donnell has it now. O'Donnell, centering pass. Goes past everyone, though, and Steel forward, collects it, and will skate this one out to center. He'll try and send this one in. It hits Murph in the hand. Second shot hits another, I think it was Glasper that time. And good pressure by Murph, not letting the Steel player get that puck in the slot. And Tabachuk has it. Tabachuk will send this one in and go for a line change. Steel skate this one out to the neutral zone. Steel will send this one in. Good job by Bennett to break that up. Kelso has it, sends it up to Perron. Perron loses the handle. Bennett has it again. Bennett will send this one around. Glasper turns and goes after it. Puck rolls on him, but Perron gets to it. Not enough to get it out, though. And the Steel have it, and they send this one into the Blazers' corner. Glasper shoves his man to the ice. Battle for it ensues. Oh. Quick forehand, backhand shot goes over the net. And now Dax Bennett alleviates the pressure by skating this up to Perron. Perron sends up the boards to Kelso. Kelso, from a bad angle, goes into the corner, looks to center, goes wide. Kelso to Moore. Moore has it. Moore hits the goaltender in the helmet. Kelso has it again. Sends it back to Moore. Moore nearly loses it. Moore sends this down low to Bennett. Bennett spins off some pressure, sends it back to Ling. No, his pass is picked off. And one-on-one, Zach Moore, the lone back. Good play by Zach Moore to break that up. And Kelso does a circle and sweeps back out to center with the puck. It's knocked off his stick at the last second. And Steel will send this one in deep. Ling will get to it first behind his own net. Oh boy. Ling fans on it but gets it back. Sends it up the boards to Ostapik. Davidson now. Davidson gains his own. Davidson forced wide. Centering pass. Ostapik nearly on the doorstep with the backhand. Almost scored for the Blazers. Puck sent back to Moore at the blue line. Moore shot through traffic. Rhino knocked down. Penalty coming to the Steel. And the Blazers will head back to the power play. Interference is the call. 6:12 to go in the second period, and the Blazers head back to the man advantage. Davidson in to take the draw. Wins it cleanly back to Falkenberg. Falkenberg takes a look. Falkenberg sends this one down low to Ostapik. Ostapik in the corner, looking for a centering pass. Ostapik behind the net. Takes a look. Ostapik comes in short side, tries to roof it. Puck bounces, and the goaltender will hang on for a whistle. Ostapik didn't see any passing lanes, so had time to walk out in front and tried to score short side, nearly did so. Minute 44 to go in the power play. 5:55 to go in the second period. Face-off one cleanly back to the point. Murph gets it. He sends this down low to Ostapik. Ostapik back to Davidson. Davidson in the slot. Centering pass. Rhino nearly taps in the one-timer. Steele can't clear. Rhino has it. Rhino moves it over to Davidson. Davidson has it down low to Ostapik. Side of the net. Nearly tapped in. Rhino gets there first. Sends this back to Ostapik. Ostapik sets up shot behind the net. Nice moves by Ostapik. Ostapik to Rhino. Oh boy, Rhino fans on it. Davidson almost tucked it in. Back to Ostapik. Ostapik fans on it. Ostapik backhander can't chip it over the sprawling goaltender. Steele have it. They'll send this off the glass out to the point, but kept in by Murph. Murph with the move loses the handle, but Rhino's there to collect it. He loses the handle. Davidson gets to it, sends it back down low to Rhino, but it's over his stick and into the corner. The Steele have it, and they'll send this one to the point, but not out. Falkenberg keeps it in, moves it over to Davidson, who sends it over to Rhino. Rhino now has it on the half wall. He sends it down low to Ostapik. Ostapik looking for the centering pass. Hits a skate, goes behind the net. Ostapik has it again. He fans on the pass. Gets it to Rhino. Rhino shot. Davidson. Oh my. Davidson couldn't beat the sprawling goaltender. And that goaltender has had some fantastic saves to keep this a tie game. So the Blazers power play looking great there, just can't vary their chances. "36 seconds left in the power play. Lackey in to take the draw. Lackey gets tossed. Tabachuk comes in. Tabachuk wins this over to Lackey. Lackey sends it back to the point. Murph has it. Murph goes down low to Lackey. Lackey spins off a check. Centers it to Tabachuk. Tabachuk can't corral it in time to shoot, and the Steele come away with it. Steele send this one in, and Glasper will get this behind his own net. Glasper sends this up the boards to Tabachuk. Tabachuk sees a streaking O'Donnell. Puck's a little too high, and he goes past him. Not enough for icing. Final 5 seconds of the power play. Steele wrapped this one around the boards, and they turn it over, and Lackey keeps this one alive. He sends this one in low to Tabachuk, but it's too far ahead of him, and the Steele have this. Although they spin back into Tabachuk, who will happily try and get that back. Puck gets to the point. Glasper has it through traffic. Oh, Glasper. Ty Glasper with a bit of a fluky one from the point, but they all count. The Steele defender tried to catch it. It hit his glove, went straight up in the air, over the goaltender's head and into the net. So Blazers will take that good bounce as they jump out to a 3-2 lead. All right, Steele win the draw. They send this up the boards. Kelso has it. His pass over to Perron gets there. Perron sends it off the boards into the Steele zone. Steele defender gets there first. They skate it around their net. They rim it around the boards. They lose control, though, and Bennett collects the puck. He tries to send it down low, hits a skate. Murph sends it down low to Kelso. Kelso centering pass hits something. Perron now has it behind the net. Perron, blind pass. Oh! Mason Perron, spin around pass, gets past everyone, finds Bennett in the slot, and Bennett roofs it. And the Blazers have 2 goals in roughly 15 or 20 seconds as they jump out to a 4-2 lead. Mason Perron starting to evolve into a playmaker. Nice feed there. A couple of games in a row, he's made a nice pass from below the goal line, and with 3:27 to go in the second period, the Blazers find themselves up 2 goals. Kelso in to take the draw. Knocked off his stick. Ling has it. Ling moves this up to Kelso, but it's knocked away, and Kelso gets it back anyways. Kelso gains the zone. Knocked off his stick. Bennett, the trailer, has it. He cuts through traffic, throws one towards the net, nearly scores short side. Blocker save. Puck goes to the corner. Bennett sends this. He has this one. Does a lap. Goes wide, sends this one down low to Perron. Perron, back to Bennett. It's knocked off his stick. Moore tries to break that up, and we have a one-on-one. Ooh, Ling will get to this rebound. Ling sends us up nicely to Perrin, but it hops on him and pops out to center. And the steal will try again.
Okay.
Moore will go behind his net to get this. Moore, his pass up the boards is broken up, but Kelso will be able to get there briefly, and the steal recover. Shot through traffic and caught and held by Dylan. So 2:26 to go in the second period. Davidson in to take a draw. Steele win this one. They send it back to the point. Shot through traffic. High, and Dylan gets a piece of that. Goes into the corner. Ostapik gets to it. Leaves it for Falkenberg. Falkenberg sends it back to Ostapik. Ostapik fumbles it. Can he get it back? He does not. But Murph gets to it. Ooh. Falkenberg will swing back behind his own net to regroup. His pass nearly picked off. It's a shin pad and squirts free to center. Rhino trying to get there first, but too many steal between him and the puck. But they turn it over anyways, and now Davidson has it. Davidson goes wide. Davidson loses the handle, tries to get it back. He will, sends us back down the boards to Ostapik. Ostapik walks out of the corner. He's tripped, penalty coming. Rhino has it. Rhino spins, looking for a lane. Rhino still has it, looking for something, sends it down low to Davidson. Davidson's pass picked off. Ostapik now behind the net. Delayed penalty still coming. Ostapik taken down again. I don't know if that'll be 2 trips, probably not. 1:23 to go in the second period, and the Blazers will head back to the power play. So Blazers up 4-2 on the St. Lawrence Steel and looking to build on that lead. Davidson in to take the draw. Wins it cleanly over to Ostapik. Davidson gets it back. Sends it to Ostapik. Ostapik. Back to Davidson. Davidson down low to Ostapik. Ostapik behind the net. Ostapik takes a look. Sends it back to Davidson. Davidson nearly finds Rhino. Goes past everyone. Falkenberg gets it. Falkenberg sends it down low to Ostapik. Ostapik finds streak Rhino. Rhino can't quite get a shot away. Davidson finds the loose puck. Shoots it. Oh, just wide of the net. Rhino has it. Rhino will skate around. Centering pass. It's a skate. Sits in the slot. Rhino hacks at it. Davidson gets a piece of it before the goaltender eventually covers up for a whistle. 49 seconds to go in the period. 1:26 to go in the power play. Lackey in to take the draw. Steele come away with it. Steele behind their own net. They reverse and send it up the boards to a waiting Murph. Murph sends it back to Tabachuk. Tabachuk, nice move, but loses the handle at the last second. So he'll look to get set up. Tabachuk comes in off the half wall. Pulls a move off. Shot by Lackey through the crease. Nearly scored there. Tabachuk sends this down low to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking to center. O'Donnell, backhander through traffic. Can't quite get it to the goaltender, past the goaltender, who will cover and hang on for a whistle. 16 seconds to go in the second period. 4-2 Blazers against the St. Lawrence Steel. All right. O'Donnell down low, tries to center. Lackey has it. Lackey through traffic, shoots it over the net though. And the Steel get to it. They'll try and hold this to the boards, which is probably a decent play with 5 seconds left. Blazers come away with it though. O'Donnell to Tabachuk, he scores! Buzzer beater goal by Noah Tabachuk. Nice play by O'Donnell to set him up, and Tabachuk wasted no time. So after 2 periods of play, the Blazers find themselves up 5-2. You're watching Blazers hockey. All right, 18 minutes left in this game. Start of the third period. Blazers up 5-2. Colton Kelso in to take the draw. He pushes this one forward. The ref decided he didn't like the looks of that, and we'll try this one again. All right, Colton Kelso again. He chips this one over. The steal will come away with it, however. And the breakout pass doesn't quite work, and the steal will have to regroup. Good pressure by Perron, nearly forces a turnover. And here comes the steal. They'll send this one up to center. It's deflected between both Blazers defenders, and Ty Glasper has to give chase. He goes behind his net, spins off a check. Murph's there to help him out. He sends this one up the boards nicely to Bennett, and Blazers have a 3-on-2 shaping up. Bennett goes wide, moves it over to Kelso, a little too hot to handle. Perron is there to get to it. He spins off a check and loses an edge at the last second. Puck is sent between both D. Moore has it now. Moore sends it up the boards to Perron. Perron, nice play there to clear the zone and get the puck. Nice pass to Bennett. Bennett through traffic, walks in, and his high shot is caught and held by the goaltender. All right, Davidson in to take the draw. Wins this over to Ostapik. Moore comes in to help. Ostapik sends this one into the corner. Steele will rim this one all the way around, and the Steele forward gets to it before Ling can. Davidson, good job in support. Back checking. Rhino now has it. Rhino gets high stick. He's drawn a penalty. Oh, they'll call it a hook, but I'm pretty sure Rhino got hit in the face with that stick. So Blazers back to the power play. So Sporting a 5-2 lead. They'll look to build on that as they need to get this win after dropping a nail-biter last night to the Sting. Davidson in to take the draw. He moves it back to Rhino. Rhino sends it over to Moore. Moore knocked off his stick. Ling keeps this one in. Ling sends it back to Moore. It's just out of reach. Moore gets this one. Takes a good bounce and gets to Rhino. And the Sting will come away with this as they'll send... Oh, wow. Nice play by Moore to break that up so it doesn't go all the way down. Ling takes a look. Ling sends this one up to Davidson. Davidson curls. Davidson moves this one over to Ostapik. Ostapik shoots, and he scores! Ling to Davidson to Ostapik, and the Blazers, another power play goal as they jump out to a 6-2 lead. All right, Cooper Lackey in to take the draw. Steele come away with this. They'll send this one up the boards. Steele have to tag up as they finally do gain the zone. Tabachuk pressures. They look to send this back. Nice play there. Steele through traffic. Flip this one towards the net. Oh! Fluttering puck hits something and just got over the right pad of Dylan as the Steele score to make this a 6-3 game. So they've played the Sting and the Steele in 24 hours, and I don't know if I've already called the Steele the Sting yet. If I have, I apologize. I've almost done it multiple times now.
Okay.
So the Steele score, and it's 6-3. 15:56 to go in the third. Steele come away with a face-off. They've also drawn a penalty. Steele with a couple nice moves. Lackey steals that, and what do we have here? O'Donnell, it looks like. O'Donnell's having a scrappy game today. I think that's his second time going to the sin bin.
Oh, you guys got one? No.
So Blazers, the 3-goal lead, will head to the penalty kill as O'Donnell goes to the box. So he'll sit for 2 minutes or less. And Bennett comes in to take the draw. He wins it cleanly back to Murph. Murph will send this one all the way down. Good job by Kelso to get there. He spins off a check. Kelso, wasting valuable seconds, moves it up to Bennett. Bennett nearly has his pocket pick, moves it back down low to Kelso. Good start to this penalty kill, as it's been most of the time in the Steele zone. Steele now have it at center. Falkenberg forces his man wide, and Steele forced to send this one in behind the Blazers net, where Murph gets to it. Murph chips it up the boards, just out of reach of Bennett. Steele keep this one in. Bennett nearly breaks that up, battles to get it back. Steele passes to the D. They leave it. Oh, knocked off a stick, and Colton Kelso may have a, well, not a breakaway, but he has a good chance. Nice toe drag. He goes wide. Oh! Colton Kelso, doing his best to score the goal of the year, nearly pulls off an unbelievable move. Hell of a penalty kill by Colton Kelso there. That whole shift, he was pressuring, killed valuable time, and nearly went end-to-end and scored. 1:05 to go in the penalty to Oliver O'Donnell. Davidson in to take this draw. His face-off win hits the ref's skate, and the Steele come away with it. Goes out to center. Murph knocks it off a player's stick, but the Steele have it again. Steele hold up at the blue line, looking for a trailer. Murph doesn't give his man much room. They send this in down low, where Ty Glasper gets to it. Glasper will send this one just enough to clear the zone, and the Steele are forced to regroup in the neutral zone. Steele with the puck. Good pressure by Davidson to force the puck off the stick. D-to-D pass through the slot, and Davidson nearly gets to it. He does now, and he'll send this one up to the point, but not out. Steele send this one back down low, nearly a high stick. Perron gets this, and he'll send this one all the way down. Final 15 seconds of the penalty to Oliver O'Donnell. Steele breaking out now. Stretch pass through center is good. Rhino gets a piece of that. Steele come across the zone. Played into the corner by Dylan. Ling will get there first. Ling spins off a check and sends it back to Murph. Nice play by Ling. Murph sends this up the boards to Rhino. We're back to 5-on-5. Rhino forced wide. He'll send this one in from their half a center and give chase. Puck goes around the boards. Davidson tries to get to it. Ling will stop this one. Nice move by Ling. Sends it back to Ostovic, but he had to tag up, unfortunately. Puck goes back to the D. Ling has it now. Stretch pass to Rhino. Great pass. Here comes Rhino. Rhino forced wide. Knocked off his stick. He gets it back in the corner, though. Rhino could work with his skates to get it. Ostovic picks up the loose puck. Ostovic throws this one through traffic. Ling will get there. Ling shakes off a forechecker and sends it back down low to Ostovic. He misses it, though. The Steele defender doesn't have a stick, though. Still good job. Centering pass sent to Moore. Moore gets at the point. Moore tries to send this one down low. Davidson now. Davidson nearly loses it. Centering pass. And the Steele will skate this one out of trouble. Steele gains center and send this one in. Puck bounces. Left down low. Oh. Dylan thought about leaving it, but saw the forechecking Steele player and probably wisely held on for a whistle. So, 12:37 to go in the third period. Blazers still up 6-3. Lackey gets tossed. Tabachuk and O'Donnell decide who's going to do it, and O'Donnell wins rock, paper, scissors, and he does the face-off. O'Donnell, nice play to win it over to Lackey, who sends it down to Falkenberg. Falkenberg reverses, sends it up the boards to Tabachuk. Tabachuk has his pocket picked, and the Steele have it in their own zone. Tabachuk keeps this in, sends it into Lackey. Lackey tries to send this one across ice, and it's picked off. Lackey back to the point. Falkenberg goes D-to-D to Murph. Murph, nice move to sidestep the player, but over stick handles at the last second. He does get it back from the Steele and sends this one in down low. Falkenberg now in the corner. Fans on it. Steele get it back. Steele lose an edge. Falkenberg playing some aggressive defense down low. I like it. All right. People falling all over the place here. And in the melee, the Steele will skate this one out to center. Steele through traffic. Shot high and wide. Dylan didn't quite see it until the last second. Nearly caught it though. Lackey battles for it. He's got Tabachuk supporting. It's stuck against the boards in front of the Blazers bench. O'Donnell comes in to take a peek. Steele will get this one and chip it past everyone to Murph, who will reverse behind his net and take a look. Murph's got some time. He sends us up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell sidesteps a man and moves us up to Lackey. Lackey's all by himself though, so he'll send this one in deep and go for a line change as all 5 Blazers change. 11-12 to go in the third period. Stretch pass is off the mark and Glassburn has it. Glassburn will take his time going behind his net. He moves this up to Perrin. Perrin moves it up to Kelso, nearly picked off. Perrin gets it back though. Knocked off their stick, and Glassburn sends this over to Murph. Murph flips this up to Bennett. Bennett turns in transition and moves up ice. Bennett loses the handle, gets it back and sends it down low to Perrin, but it's just out of reach. Puck sent back to the point. Glassburn sends this one off a stanchion. Perrin recovers. Perrin spins off a check. Perrin spins off another check, but he goes down, and the puck is banked off the glass and out to center, where Ty Glassburn turns and gets it. He goes D to D to one of the Murphs. His pass is picked off though, and Glassburn will try this again. Glassburn has it. Glassburn, puck off a skate. Steele will get to this. They'll send this one up the boards. Steele will turn and fire it into the Blazers' end, and Steele will go for a change. Ty Glassburn has it. He shoves this man to the boards and will take a cross check for doing so. So special teams getting a lot of practice tonight, as it's been quite a few penalties. I would say the roughing's been pretty solid for the most part. I don't have any obvious complaints. They're calling it pretty fairly. I think each team's had 4+ power plays. So the Steele down by 3 with 10 minutes to go. We'll try and get on the board here. Nice face off there by Ostovic. Ostovic nearly has his pocket pick, but gets enough on it to send it all the way down. Rhino will pressure. Steele spins off that pressure by Rhino, and there's stretch pass past one man, but there's another man there who gets to it. Ling loses his man briefly, but forces him wide, and Ostovic will send this one out to center, and the Steele will set up shop. Steele going D to D with 2 Blazers there, waiting to take advantage of a miscue. Puck behind the net. Ling gets it. He turns and fires blindly. Kept in. Steele, centering pass. Sorry, scratch that. It was a wraparound attempt. Oh, Dylan with the pad save. Ling gets it. He spins off some pressure, sends it back around to Rhino. Rhino gets this. Rhino will send this one all the way down. Under a minute to go, and the cross-checking penalty to Ty Glassburn. Stretch pass. And here comes the Steele, but Davidson has other things to say about that as he breaks it up. Davidson takes a slash for his efforts, and he looks to be rattled. And bodies all over the ice here. Max Davidson, it looked like he got slashed. I don't know if it was looks like it was the wrist. He does look to be in some discomfort. We'll keep an eye on that. Davidson getting looked at on the bench. We'll keep an eye out, see if he goes down the tunnel. All right, Lackey in to take the draw. Oh, the Blazers took a penalty on that too, so it's 5-on-3. This might be the game here for the Steele. If they can score here, that'll make things very interesting. Blazers would love to kill this off, and the Steele player loses an edge and sent all the way down the ice. Shot on net by Connor Murphy. All right, Steele skating this one. So 10 seconds of 5-on-3, and then it'll be a 5-on-4 man advantage for the Steele. Shot through traffic, saved and held by Dylan. Oh, it was Declan Murphy, not Connor. All right, Steele win the draw. They move it back to the point. Shot through traffic, pad save by Dylan. Steele have it. Zach Moore rings this one around the boards, goes back to the point. Shot through traffic. Oh boy. Deflected over Dylan's glove and off the post. Kelso overskates that one, but sends this one down. It's 5-on-4 now as the Steele trying to close this gap a little bit. Moore sends this one out to center, but no further as the Steele defender breaks that up. Pass is off the mark, and Moore will send this one back down again. 45 seconds left in the penalty to Noah Tabachuk. I don't even see I was worried about Max Davidson. I didn't even see what the penalty was to Tabachuk. But here comes the Steele through the neutral zone. Steele shot from just inside the blue line, misses the net. Glasper gets to it. He'll send this one up the boards, but not out. Kelso there battling for it. He sends us back to Murph. Murph goes behind his own net, sends this around the boards to O'Donnell. O'Donnell chips this one up and out. And the Steele crossed the line before their man was able to tag up, and it's offside. 13 seconds left in the 2-minute minor to Noah Tabachuk. So 6-3, 6:51 to go in the third period. Bennett wins the draw. Murph tries to send this one all the way down. Steele get it, and they send this one in. Glasper has it behind his net. Glasper moves this up to Perron. Perron will backhand this out to center, and we're back to even strength as Steele send this one back in. Murph gets to it first. He goes D to D to Glasper behind his net. Glasper up the boards to Perron. Perron spins and sends this one out through center, but I think not enough for icing. It'll be a shot on goal. And the goaltender elects to play it to the defender. Good pressure there by Bennett, who goes down in a heap. Kelso comes in and gets the loose puck. Centering pass by Perron almost finds Bennett in the slot. And breakout pass bobbled by Bennett at the last second, and Bennett will move this back to Moore. Moore, stretch pass to Kelso. We have a penalty coming up. Dax Bennett is hitting the boards and rattled. And we have contact. The Steele team's getting a little physical. Bennett seems to be okay. Good to see Max Davidson is back out there. So 5:51 to go in the game. Blazers hanging on to a 6-3 lead, and they'll have a two-minute power play. Davidson wins the draw over to Moore. Moore has it. He sends this back down to Ostapik. Ostapik looking to walk out of the corner. Centering pass to Davidson. Down low to Ostapik. Ostapik has it. Ostapik moves into the slot, and big glove save past everyone. Moore will pinch to keep this in. He does. Sends it down into the corner. Ostapik spins off a check. Ostapik tries to dangle, but can't. The puck goes behind the net, and the puck's sent around the boards. Sting will try and get this one out, but good job by, I think that was Rhino. Centering pass, Davidson loses the handle. Ostapik has it now. Ostapik looking for that centering pass. Ostapik's pass hits something. Rhino poked free, it's in the slot. Who's going to get to it first? Davidson. And the Sting will send this one back to center. 1 minute to go. Ling will get to this. Ling takes a look behind his net. Stretch pass to Lackey is good. Lackey 1-on-4. Lackey goes wide. Shot off the side of the net. All four players changed, and Lackey was the only Blazer out there. Now he's got some help. Lackey passes to Tabachuk. Tabachuk's shot hits something. Murph dives to keep this one in, but it squeaks free, and Falkenberg regroups at center. Falkenberg swings through the neutral zone into the Steel end and sends this one into the corner. The Sting will send this one back to the point. Murph stops it. Will send this one back in, but several Blazers have to tag up, giving the Steel ample time to break out. And they will send this one out. Falkenberg tried to stop it with his leg, but just missed. And he goes all the way down. That will do it for the power play. So the Blazers, 3:45 away from winning this one. 3-goal lead, 6-3 against the Steel. O'Donnell with a couple of nice moves. Tabachuk throws this one through traffic towards the net. Steel defender breaks that up and skates behind his net. Tries to clear the zone. Lackey moves it over to Tabachuk. Shot down low, sits in traffic. Lackey has it again. Lackey spins and fires, hits a player. Lackey finds it again. Shot hits something, goes into the corner. Tabachuk sends it back to the point. Falkenberg has it. Falkenberg fans on it. Falkenberg goes down, and we have a 3-on-1. Oh boy. Big save by Dylan. Rebound was right there, but the Steel player overskated it. And here comes Tabachuk. He tries to dump it in and fans on it. The Steel have it. Their stretch pass, too hot to handle. Murph has it. Murph tries to move it up, but can't quite do so. Steel fumble it, and Perrin, the recipient of that, Steel get it back and send this one in. And Glasper gives chase. He battles for it with a Steel player. Glasper goes down. Kelso down low in support. Puck sent back to the point. Penalty coming. Glasper going to the sin bin. And so tripping call against Ty Glasper. 2:16 to go. Still 6-3 Blazers. Ref not liking what he sees, tosses the Steel center, and Winger steps in. They don't win the draw. Ling has it. Ling, clearing attempt, hit a skate. Oh boy. All right. Bodies flying all over the place. Moore gets this one to the point, but not out. Moore gets a second attempt, also not out. Okay, puck hits a skate or stick, and Ling has it. He fires this one around the boards. Centering pass. Ling can't break that up. Moore gets that. Ling moves this up to Bennett now. Bennett's got time, and he is clear. Dump in, hits player in the pants as they'll bank this one in, and Ling will get it. Ling behind his own net. Ling's pass broken up. Shot through traffic, and another nice deflection. I don't know if it's a couple of deflections that the Steel have pulled off. Those are tough for a goaltender to save, and that one, I think Dylan saw it at the last second, but hard to fault him on that one, as the Steel, with a minute 27, have made this thing interesting. So it's 6-4. Got to think the goaltender for the Steel will be looking to head to the bench for an extra attacker if the Steel get possession. All right, Rhino battling for the puck. Steel looking to get to it first. Squirts free. Rhino battles for it. Turns it over, and here comes Rhino. Partial breakaway. Rhino goes far side, centering pass. Almost gets to Davidson. Rhino behind the net. Sends it down low to Ostovic. Ostovic centers it. Rhino nearly got to that one. And the Sting will get this final minute of play. And the Sting, 1-on-3, Falkenberg, good back check. Falkenberg muscles his man off the puck and steals it. Sends it up the boards where it's kept in. Rhino runs over a defender, and he'll take a penalty for that, as the Steel still have possession. Shot through traffic, and they score. All right. A high shot through traffic fools Dylan, and a 6-3 lead is now a 6-5 lead. All right, Rhino cuts through center. Rhino goes wide, loses the handle. Steele, pressure, puck in the Steele end. 30 seconds to go. Davidson gets to it. Davidson keeps it in down low. Ostapik now in the corner. Ostapik protecting the puck. Ostapik taken down, no call. Steele chipped this one up the boards. Goaltender's heading to the bench for the extra attacker. Here come the Steele. Steele, nice move, almost get through. Ty Glasper with a hook, no call. Rhino will happy to kill. He gets hit from behind. So Steele take a hitting from behind penalty with 4 seconds left on the clock. Face-off will be in the Steele end. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like Blazers will come away with the win. Barring a 200-foot slap shot to score, I don't think Steele will be able to do this one. Davidson in to take the draw. Sends it over to Rhino. Davidson moves it over to Ostapik, and that'll do it. Blazers will hang on barely to a 6-5 win over the St. Lawrence Steel as they their record improves to 1-1 in the playoff round robin. I think we're back next Sunday, but don't quote me on that. So a bit of a break with ample practice time. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. You've been watching Blazers hockey. We'll see you in roughly 8 days.